Good morning, everyone, and happy December the 25th, Christmas morning! Who is excited? I'm here with the marvelous Mel Kelly out of Munich, Germany, author of these two fantastic books. If you are still looking for a last minute Christmas gift out there, I'm just letting you know these are funny, funny books, and you should check them out.
Hey, how are you doing? I'm here with the. It's an honor and a privilege to be here with the amazing Amy Hamilton, the amazing author of these two amazing books, which is first one is the project manager, and the second one is the consummate communicator. So an honor and a privilege. I'm looking forward. I'm excited. Happy Christmas, everybody! Looking forward to another great session today.
So, today's session is your bad advice on how to ensure you can destroy family holiday, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the whole shebang.
Yeah, well, the advice is very similar. It's similar to the office party one. It's very similar. It's a time to be honest. It's a time to share. It's a time to connect with your family members. And how best to connect and share and be vulnerable with your family members? Then be honest with them. Be straight. Tell them what you think. Let them tell you what they think. And it will be the surest way that you will have a peaceful, glorious, and wonderful day together. Also, as well, copious amounts of alcohol also helped with that journey and being honest, vulnerable, and sharing with one another. Well,
So,
Amy,
Mel, what about childhood trauma? What's your recommendations on sharing your old childhood traumas and bringing those up? I'm sure in Ireland you didn't have any.
no, not at all. If you have any traumas, now is your time to bring them up and blame your family members for those. Because even if they weren't responsible for them, it doesn't matter. They were around when you had those traumas. And they should have fixed them, but they didn't. So it's their fault. You should tell them, you should blame them, and you should carry a grudge with you for the rest of your life about that. Yeah, there. That's how you deal with that.
I think that's very healthy. Another thing I think is a fun option is without your family members knowing, invite their exes.
Oh, my, that
Because
is sneaky.
family
That is,
sharing is caring.
sharing is caring. Yes, exactly. Invite the exes, especially the exes they don't talk to anymore, the exes that they hate. Because I mean, it's all about life. Life is about the variety, the spices. If it's just all those woolly, fluffy, happy, lovely, dovely, I mean, that's wonderful, but it's not very interesting. Bring in the exes, particularly the ones they've fallen out with, the ones they don't talk to. It's your chance. It's a chance to have a wonderful day of Christmas.
Well, I think another important thing to do is make sure you're completely off cycle with everything that your family wants to do. For instance, we've discussed the differences in different cultures, like in Germany, they like to do the presents and things on Christmas Eve. In
Yes.
Ireland, it's on Christmas Day. Different
Yes.
families have different traditions. I think whatever it is they want to do, you should want to do the opposite and be adamant about it. What are your thoughts on that, Mel?
I think that's a very healthy and constructive approach to having a conducive, having a very good family atmosphere and a very good atmosphere on the family day of Christmas Day. Yes, when people want to have breakfast at a certain time, you should say no. You want it an hour earlier, an hour later. If they want to have dinner at a certain time, you should say no. That's time for lunch. For example, I mean, it's a very helpful way. It's the best way to make yourself memorable. And if there's nothing worse than being memorable, then well, it's been forgotten. And so if you just plow along and play along and row in with the crowd and go for harmony and all that good stuff, I mean that's lovely, but you won't be remembered. They won't even remember if you were there. But if you cause trouble, go against the flow, they will remember you. They may not
And
like you. They may not like you, but they will remember you.
and Mel, I think it's also a great opportunity for regifting presents that you didn't like from previous years.
And the most important thing is if you re-gift them, is make sure you re-gift it back to the person who gave it to you.
Exactly. I think that generally we tend to give gifts that we want to receive.
Yes.
Therefore, you're actually giving them the gift that they really wanted.
Exactly. And they probably won't remember that they gifted it to you. But if they do remember, they look at you, you look at them, you go, yeah, got you back there. They'll smile at you, you smile back at them, and that knowing smile. And then you realize, oh my goodness, there's two of us in it here. And it helps the connection, it helps the atmosphere. It's, again, a great way to make yourself memorable on Christmas Day.
I think this has been some terrific advice, Mel.
Absolutely, absolutely. Excess amount of alcohol again is always good. Excess amount of food, plenty of truth and honesty, but it's sincerity. If it leads to argument, so be it. It leads to argument, but that sometimes arguments are very helpful. I'm not sure what they're helpful for, but they can be very helpful. It's not the point. The point is, as well, you get the chance of go against the flow when people want to do, when the majority of people want to do things a certain way. You stuck your foot down and say, you think this is democracy? This is not a democracy. We live in the 21st century. Democracies are a thing of the past. It's my way or no way. We see that the systems that are doing best these days are not the ones that follow democratic systems. I want to start this at home now. And so it's my way or no way. I mean, the lessons you can teach those people, the value, and I mean,
And think about the childhood trauma that you can pass on to the next generation by going through these motions, right? You want to make sure that your little nieces and nephews get the full impact of that childhood trauma.
Exactly. So not only are you dealing with stuff from the past, but you're dealing with it, giving them lessons for the future.
Mel, I think that's a beautiful Christmas moment. Is you're giving them the lessons of the future. I mean, isn't that what Christmas is all about?
That's what it's all about.
Well,
Exactly.
Mel, I appreciate your spending this Christmas morning with me. As I mentioned earlier, if you have not had the opportunity, go out, get Mel's books. They are excellent stocking stuffers. And these are great books to give to people who just have that kind of witty, sarcastic sense of humor.
Exactly.
And Mel's mom loves them.
And of course, if you're looking for something a bit more sensible, you need to get this book
Wonderful.
or this book.
And next time we talk, it is going to be New Year's Day. We're going to be talking all things New Year's resolutions.
It's been a pleasure.
Everyone.
Have a great day. Have a great Christmas. And we'll see you.